Hey folks, this is a quick review and some install tips for the Maclifter kit or the Poorboiz lifter kit. So these are kits that you can get for your old Honda. Not sure if they have any other platforms available, but over the years, just because plastic warps in the temperature, and a lot of these cars, the bumpers front and back have been taken on and off so many times that you get really bad creases or spaces and gaps, typically right here and right here. And as you can see, mine are nice and flush, and that is because I just installed the kit. So they look pretty perfect, and I'm going to show you a before picture and then talk a little bit about the installation. So we're going to just walk over here to the computer here where I've got a couple things brought up. And this video really is a response to, I was talking to some guys on Facebook last night on the EM1, which is that car you just saw, the Civic 6th Gen SI, really any 6th Gen Civic. But in any case, folks were kind of going back and forth talking about the install and some things that might help, and because it can be a real pain in the butt. So I wanted to just show you and just describe a couple things here. So there's the rear and the front. So the rear is pretty simple. I'm not going to talk too much about it, but let me show you the before and after first. So that's my car before, and that's my car after, which is what you just saw. So that's kind of what you're getting at, and nice change there. The part in question here is the Maclifter kit, and so this is the piece for the rear, and this is the piece for the front. There's actually another piece for the rear, but I didn't have to install it on mine. And this is the piece for the front. And let me mention this here. This is $96 on sale. The Poorboiz kit is a little more expensive. It's not on sale, but I heard this was the initial product that came out and then the other guys copied them. I don't know if that's true or not, but either way, I want to show you this video. So this is on the Maclifter. In Maclifter, if you're watching this, I sent an email to you and asked you to change this, or at least think about it, because it's very misleading. So this is the front bumper, and this is their installation video here, as you see. And while we sort through all these great reviews, when you get to about 53 seconds of their install video, it shows the front bumper, it shows the bracket mounted, screwed in, and then so this is where it touches. This corner is this corner. Okay, so the bracket is under here and bent around. And this is misleading and will cause you to string together cuss words in ways you never have before, because what they show you here in the video is the piece here is in here, but as you can see, it's not lined up with the hole. Now, this is a large hole here, and so when I watched this, I thought, I'm good at following directions. I'm just going to do it as they show here in the video, because this must be the right way. So I did it, and then if you go on in the video here, I'll play just a little bit of it. You can see where they then install it onto the car. So they go from there and they install it onto the car. But the problem here is this is not going to work for you. And so if you do this, what's going to happen is when you get it on the car and you try to put the bolt in, the hole for the bolt when it mounts up is actually more toward that circle there. So you're going to be trying to put this bolt through here, and it's not going to want to go because this metal is here. This should actually be back a good bit. And the other problem with this is this section right here is going to hit your headlight because it's too far forward. So this is very misleading, and it's sad that they put this video as the installation video, because people like me that copied it exactly, I freeze framed here, did it exactly like they showed, tried to install it. Not only would the bolt not go up because of that piece of metal right there, but this entire section was hitting the headlight and it wouldn't install. So at that point, you have two options. You can either A, take this whole thing off and move it back and redo it, or B, you can just trim off a little bit of this and just widen this hole right here. I ended up doing that just because it was easier. Anyway, final results are really wonderful. I just showed you in person, but that was before and that's after. So hopefully that helps with the Maclifter kit or Poorboiz kit. If I were buying this again, I would get the Poorboiz. Again, I heard that they were first. I don't know if that's true, but just the fact that these guys here, Maclifter, have this that doesn't work on their installation, just it's probably causing a lot of frustration. And I did read about other people on Facebook that had a lot of frustration, probably for the same reason. So yeah, go get it. I recommend the Poorboiz version, and that's it. That's my review of the Maclifter kit for Honda Civic. Go get one, but get the Poorboiz.